welcome to today's Gale Force Twins YouTube episode. Today, Emily is driving. We are driving down to the Florida Keys. Emily, where are we going?
We are going to the Lower Keys, specifically Big Pine Key. We're gonna kind of do a little 48-hour trip to the Keys, literally just to pull stone crab traps. Oh, and I mean, we're gonna make some of our favorite stops.
We clearly have two puppies with us. We have first mate Kona and Mara the Shepherd on Instagram. Kona is our OG bear, is what her nickname is.
We call her
the bear. And then Mara is my new dog. I use that word lately. We've had her for a year, but compared to Kona, she's the new one in the family. Her nickname, we're still working on it. I kind of call her Mara Pants. I don't know, it just kind of works. Anyways, so like Emily said, we're doing this quick 48-hour trip down. We have stone crab traps down in the Keys right now. We've left them there for 10 days. We're going down, we're gonna pull them, get our claws, probably rebait them, drop them, and then head back to the mainland and come back in another 2 weeks. It's kind of like our cycle right now, this time of year when stone crab season is open. We go down for a night, pull our traps, get our fresh claws, and come home. My name's Amanda.
My name is Emily.
And welcome to the channel, Gale Force Twins.
We just passed mile marker 59. So the Keys is around 100 miles long. So it's 100 miles of little islands. So mile marker 0, the famous mile marker 0 is in Key West. And then as you work your way, technically you can't really say north, the Keys, you're working your way east to west. So if you work your way up the Keys or kind of essentially east, that is how you work up the numbers. So mile marker 59, we're currently in Marathon, and we need to get to mile marker 30, which is Big Pine Key. But one of our favorite spots to stop when we're on this drive down is Irie Island Eats. And it's this little food truck, and it's very easy to miss. So definitely recommend it. We're gonna take you guys with us to one of our favorite little islandy, tropical, hole-in-the-wall places to get some food. We have made it to Irie Island Eats. You ready to get some food, Mara?
Hi. Emily, you're the professional.
Yeah. We're gonna do 2 bowls with coconut rice, Irie style.
I'll do a matcha.
And then an oolong tea.
Card. I don't know why I said cash. 30 grams of sugar.
Thank you.
I do like matcha, but this has 30 grams of sugar in it, which means it's going to be super sweet, which is normally not my thing, but
same.
When in Rome.
Not big into sweet
When in the
stuff.
Florida Keys.
When in the Florida Keys.
It's sparkling. Yeah. It's actually really
Bubbly.
good. I like it.
Moment of truth. Oh, I got mine.
Oh, I got mine too. Here is my pork bowl we've got beans. I don't remember what these are called. They're like little crunchy things. Potato crisps.
Sticks.
Pork, carrots, jalapenos, and coleslaw or cabbage or something. Emily's got the same, but hers is ribs that literally.
Ribs, but look at these ribs. Look at these ribs. This is why I get them, because you can literally eat them with a fork. Look at that. You don't even have to. It just like comes right off the bone. That's my favorite thing about them. So good. We are on the very, very famous 7-mile long bridge, and I think it's been a while since we've spoken about this, and there's a lot of new viewers now.
I don't know where Emily's going with this.
So I think we should talk a little bit about how we started in this industry. So fun fact, back in 2017 when we graduated college, we moved down to Big Pine Key full time to pursue charter fishing. And we worked with a charter company up in Marathon.
And Key West.
And Key West, we did both.
Two.
But mainly Marathon after college. And every single day, we would drive from Big Pine over the 7-mile to Marathon. Day in, day out. It was a grind.
Is this a twin truth?
Is this a twin truth?
Twin truths are supposed to be like fun facts about being twins, but the problem is like,
we ran out of things to tell you guys. That's
maybe
the problem.
The twin truth is that on this specific job in Marathon, we didn't really work together that often, if at all.
Hardly.
And we never really commuted to work together either. We always took separate cars because someone would work in 4 hours, someone would work in 6 hours, sometimes. So we actually weren't doing that job together at all. I mean, we were together a lot.
It was the same company, but just different
boats, different shifts.
different boats, different charters.
So what I did just pull up though, apparently the Florida Keys, it's 125 miles long from Key Largo down to Key West. Now, I guess some people include, what did I say earlier, Virginia Key, which I've never actually included that, but if you include that part, it's 220 miles long. But for me, that's just like Miami, Key Biscayne area, which I don't consider part of the Florida Keys. So it's really 100 miles. So that's the big stretch. So we are almost there, almost at our destination. We've got to get some pig's feet, and then tomorrow morning we will be crabbing.
Trap number 1 with fish carcasses in it. We used fish carcasses for bait with this one because it is the moment of truth to see what is better bait, fish carcasses or pig's feet. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
We got poached.
We got poached.
We got poached. Dang. That's a bummer.
Obviously today we will not be experimenting on what did better, pig's feet or fish carcasses, because we got poached. Now that does happen sometimes out here, and I'm kind of not surprised because there are tons of traps out here. Now when we dropped these traps, there weren't that many. There are so many out here. It could have been another recreational boater. A good trick is what we could be doing is you zip tie your lid down or the top down to the trap, which this way it kind of makes it harder to poach and somebody would have to intentionally cut your zip ties. So unfortunately, we're poached. But we do have some more traps out here that all have pig's feet, but our fish carcass traps got poached. So we will not be able to continue this experiment. We are just gonna see how our pig's feet traps went. We do have more fish carcasses with us today, so we're gonna go ahead and as we bait these traps, we will
try again.
We will be trying again. We will continue our little experiment, even though we actually do have an entire YouTube video on pig's feet versus fish carcasses. So I will go ahead and link that in the description box for you guys if you wanted to check it out and watch that whole video. But we were just kind of, it's a new season, it's a new time of year, just having fun doing it again. The rest of these all have pig's feet.
Hopefully, this one did not get poached as well.
Yeah.
That would be very sad. All right, it's closed,
Thank
so
God.
that's a start. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we've got
Oh, yeah.
stone crabs.
Look at it. Come here. Come look at it, Amanda. There we have. That is actually a female crab. You can tell just by looking at her.
Aw.
And we probably will have a male in here, too. We can
All right.
compare side by side.
Wow, we've got one. Wow, look at the size of the claws on this guy and this guy. We're eating good tonight, Emily.
We are eating good tonight.
Oh, this here is our female crab. You can tell she's a female because her belly is big and round.
There are no eggs in it.
No eggs. The eggs would be like kind of on the edges around here.
It would look orange and spongy is what eggs look like.
And you can tell that her claw got harvested and she's gonna work on regenerating a new one. You can see it's already kind of starting to grow back right there.
Or she got in a fight and lost her arm. One of the two. Either way, little female stone crab, we're gonna send her home. Here we have a male stone crab, and if you look at the abdomen, you see how it's not so rounded, it's more pointed and narrow. And we have a massive, massive claw right here. This is the crusher claw, and this is the pincher claw. If you look at the two of them, they clearly look pretty different. One looks like molars, and one looks more like pointy and sharp.
So yes, the crusher claw right here is basically the big and fat claw, and then the pincher claw is kind of just like a little skinny guy. First, we'll go ahead and measure the pincher claw, which actually is a keeper, but it's right there, so
It's pretty close.
We're not
I
going to
would
bother. And here we have our crusher claw, which is very much a keeper claw. So we're going to go ahead and harvest that guy. The best thing to do when harvesting crab claws is put the crab down on a flat surface.
Take the claw that you're not harvesting it, tuck it in, hold it with your left hand or whichever hand is your dominant hand, and hold the body with the non-harvesting claw together. And then the claw that you are harvesting, just kind of push straight down.
Nice. That was great.
Just
Perfect.
like that. And we'll release this guy to continue to live, breathe, eat, and survive.
And then what we do is we like to put our crabs in the live well until we get back to the dock and can cook them right away. And we've got our extra pig's feet right here. There's Mara. Here's our other trap.
These are the remains of the pig's feet, which what's so great about these pig's feet is that they disintegrate so slowly. So you can be very confident that if you can't get out here within a few days, that your crabs are gonna be well fed. Because if your crabs run out of their food source, there's a very real possibility that they will fight each other and they'll go to each other for food, if you know what I mean. And your crabs
A little bit of cannibalism going on.
A little bit of cannibalism. They will not be alive. So that's the great thing about pig's feet. Sometimes when we do have fish carcasses, we very rarely will put just fish carcasses in because, like I said, the fish carcasses will disintegrate quickly. Although they're great and stinky and they attract a lot, if you can't get out there within a few days to check it, I would definitely recommend adding pig's feet with your fish carcasses. This trap feels heavy. Let's hope that it's loaded. Let's see. Moment. Oh yes. Moment of truth. Oh, and there's a catfish.
Catfish.
This here is a saltwater catfish, and we are going to release it because they have venomous. Is it venomous or poisonous or just very high bacteria? There's a lot of bacteria on them. You don't want to touch them. We have one, two, three, four nice crabs. This is the smallest one. We'll start with the smallest one.
Definitely not a keeper, and you're gonna be a keeper.
A keeper crusher claw. When the crusher claw is on the right hand, it makes it, or the right claw. When the right claw is a crusher claw, it makes the crab
a right-handed crab. Well, the smaller claw is a keeper right here.
That's the
So
pincher
that's
claw.
how we definitely know this massive crusher claw is going to be a keeper. Once again, we'll just go right in with the knife down to the joint. Like so. Same thing on this side, in, down to the joint, like so. Perfect. So go ahead and crab goes overboard. Claws go into the live well. Definitely when you do harvest claws, put them into either a bucket of salt water or a live well until you're going to cook them. You do not want them sitting in the sun. They'll dry out.
They'll dry out.
And don't forget, we are also now on Patreon, patreon.com/GaleForceTwins. So on Patreon, you'll have early access to our YouTube videos. Some of our YouTube videos are extended, meaning they have extra clips in it. We also have behind the scenes content. We have exclusive content, including hunting content, shooting content. So Patreon is where we are for even more Gale Force content if you just can't get enough of it. We also have extra special discounts on Gale Force gear over at patreon.com/GaleForceTwins. Next trap. Let's see what we got. Oh, wow. This one has a lot of those spider, I think they're called spider crabs or rock crabs. Rock crabs. Oh my goodness. Woohoo! Loaded with rock crabs. It doesn't look like we've
Spider
got any
crabs.
keeper claws.
What are these,
in here.
Amanda?
I looked it up one time and I'm gonna have to look it up again. I don't exactly remember.
This is a spot, now we know that it's not ideal for stone crab because clearly we didn't get very many stone crab.
There he is. Not gonna be eating that guy.
Wild looking crabs.
Just set him over. I definitely think we should put our traps somewhere else because one of them got poached. Some of them did well. And the other thing about them getting poached, that's assuming that someone intentionally went and poached them. But there's a lot of recreational crabbers out there that maybe they didn't realize it wasn't their trap, which does happen. It's hard to tell, especially if you're not good at labeling your trap, which you should be, and ours are very well labeled, but it does happen. It could have been an accident, to be honest. This guy is definitely not a keeper, but it is a female crab, and you can see once again with that big round abdomen. So we can let her go. And so I'm thinking, Emily, we should probably put these somewhere else this time between all of the poaching, the rock crabs, I believe. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. So just let's finish clearing this guy out. But I definitely think I wanna find a different spot today. And that's kind of just part of crabbing is what we do, is this, you kind of gotta figure it out. You gotta say, all right, this worked or it didn't work, or what worked, what didn't work. And this is the general area we always like to crab in, but today there are so many commercial traps. It's ridiculous. I don't know if I've seen this many all in one spot so tight in a long time. And now we are rebaiting up with a lot of pig's feet. We are gonna load these up. We have a ton of bait today, like literally a ton. We have this entire bucket. We've got that little bucket, and then there's also fish carcasses in here, and we don't have too many traps. So they're gonna be loaded, that's for sure. All right, this fish has been in our deep freezer for probably a year, since last season. Wow. Oh boy, are you gonna be able to get that to fit into a trap?
Yeah, we're gonna make it fit. This here is a cobia for anybody asking or curious, it's actually a cobia season right now. Check out that crazy looking fish. That's a cobia, also known as lings. People call them lings, L-I-N-G.
Mud sharks?
Mud sharks, because they do look like sharks when they're swimming. So you're like, oh, look at the shark. No, that's a cobia. Now we just gotta get this trap to close.
Just step on it.
Well, part of the problem is that I put this bonita there. Let's move the bonita to this one. We gotta make this guy fit.
Did you step on it?
It's not gonna work. There,
He's in.
he's in. All right, now, like we were telling you guys, even though this is a very large fish and probably not gonna be a problem, is when you do put fish carcasses in, because they disintegrate so quickly, always add some pig's feed.
I don't think this cobia is going anywhere.
This
anytime
cobia is
soon.
not going anywhere anytime soon. No, not at all.
This is loaded. This is the most loaded we've probably ever loaded our traps. We got a little.
That was
trap
in
ball.
its stomach.
It
That was
was?
what it was eating, yeah.
Nice.
All right. Oh boy.
You can do it. Do we have zip ties?
We need to zip tie this shut.
Yeah, let's look.
Okay, Amanda. Holy cow. This thing's heavy. Come look inside really quickly. Come look inside. Are you ready?
This is.
There it goes.
Oh my gosh, that's a
This
massive
thing
cobia
is
in there.
Loaded. It barely shuts. If this thing isn't loaded when we pull it, we're doing something wrong. All of our traps are now out and rebaited. We'll be down in about 10 days to repull them and check them and see what happens to that cobia carcass. Like I said, that honestly, the fish bones will probably be gone. Probably just be pig's feet bones left. Either way, we hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us for our quick little 48-hour vlog in the Florida Keys. We're gonna go home, cook those stone crabs, have them for lunch. In the meantime, we hope you get out there, have fun, and stay safe.